How should a dog wear pants? Like this? Or like this? Or maybe like this? What came first, the chicken or the egg, and how does an egg come? These and lots of other profound questions created lots of restless nights for true philosophers like myself, but today we will settle this debate once and for all using the almighty brain of artificial intelligence. We will have 5 different AI provide the answers for controversial questions, helping decide what is right and what is wrong, and oh boy, I'm sure that many of you will get mad today. I was inspired in making this video by a channel named Clarified Mind, who did a similar project where AI solves moral dilemmas, so if you'll enjoy this video, consider checking it out. Now, before we start, to make it a bit more interesting, I offer you a challenge. Smash the like button now, and if you get all the answers right, you can remove the like and brag in the comments about it. Without further ado, here comes the first question. How do you pronounce GIF or GIF?
It's pronounced GIF. Steve Wilhite, the creator of the graphics interchange format, declared it as GIF in his 2013 Webby Award speech, intentionally echoing the peanut butter brand. While some argue for GIF due to the hard G in graphics, acronyms don't always follow their source word's pronunciation, e.g., JPEG is JPEG, not JPEG. Wilhite's intent as the creator settles it.
The creator of the GIF format, Steve Wilhite, has stated that the pronunciation is GIF, like the peanut butter brand Jif. So I'd say it's GIF.
It's pronounced GIF, hard G, while the creator says GIF. The word stands for graphics interchange format, and in English, G followed by I is usually hard, like gift, git. Consistency with language rules beats one person's preference.
The G in GIF stands for graphics, which is pronounced with a hard G. While the creator of the format preferred GIF, language is shaped by common usage, and the overwhelming majority say GIF with a hard G, which aligns logically with the acronym.
While the creator Steve Wilhite says GIF, the acronym stands for Graphics Interchange Format. Graphics has a hard G, so the acronym should too. Most people naturally pronounce it with a hard G, and that's the more logical pronunciation based on the underlying words.
Up to a hot start, 2 against 3, I also think it should be pronounced as GIF, and it seems 84% of people would agree. Let's go to the next question. Is the dress blue and black or white and gold?
Blue and black. This image shows the original The Dress that went viral in 2015, which was confirmed to be blue with black lace trim under certain lighting conditions. The white and gold perception was a result of optical illusion due to lighting and color balance, but the actual fabric is blue and black.
The dress is actually blue and black. The disagreement stemmed from differences in human color perception and how screens display colors, but the manufacturer's description confirms it's blue and black.
The dress is objectively blue and black. The illusion stems from lighting and perceptual differences. Some brains correct for shadow, making it appear white gold, but the actual colors in the photo and the retailer's confirmation prove it's blue and black.
The actual dress manufactured by Roman Originals is definitively blue and black. The white and gold appearance is an optical illusion caused by lighting and how individual brains interpret color and exposure, but the physical dress itself is not white and gold.
The dress is objectively blue and black. This was confirmed when the actual dress was examined. The controversy arose because of the lighting conditions and how our brains interpret colors in ambiguous lighting. Some people's visual systems compensated for what they perceived as harsh lighting, making them see white and gold, but the actual fabric colors are blue and black.
I remember how surprised I was when I first showed this to my mother, and she actually said it's white and gold. But it seems all the AIs, as well as 63% of people, agree it is indeed blue and black. And the third question is, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
The egg came first. Evolutionary biology suggests that a bird closely related to chickens, a proto-chicken, laid an egg, and due to genetic mutation, the first true chicken hatched from it. This aligns with natural selection processes, making the egg the starting point.
The egg came first. According to evolutionary biology, birds evolved from reptiles, and the first birds are believed to have hatched from eggs laid by their reptilian ancestors, so eggs existed before chickens did.
The egg came first, specifically a hard-shelled egg laid by a bird that wasn't quite a chicken. Evolution works in small steps. A genetic mutation in that non-chicken's offspring created the first true chicken, which hatched from an egg. So, egg wins.
From an evolutionary perspective, the egg existed long before chickens did. Animals that were not quite chickens laid eggs, and through gradual genetic mutation, one of those eggs hatched into what we classify as the first true chicken. So, the egg came first.
Eggs, as reproductive structures, existed hundreds of millions of years before chickens evolved. Even if we're talking specifically about chicken eggs, the first true chicken would have hatched from an egg laid by its slightly different ancestor through evolutionary mutation. The genetic changes that define a new species occur at conception, so the first chicken existed in egg form before hatching.
This might be the first one where people will start getting mad. Despite a unilateral answer from the AI, it seems that humanity is quite divided about this topic, 51 to 49. Next question. Should a sandwich be cut diagonally or horizontally?
A sandwich should be cut diagonally. This method creates triangular halves, which are easier to hold and eat, enhancing the sandwich experience by providing a better grip and a wider bite angle. It's a widely preferred culinary tradition for practical reasons.
Diagonally. Cutting a sandwich diagonally creates a more appealing presentation and can make it easier to handle, as the pointed ends provide a better grip. Plus, it's just more aesthetically pleasing.
Diagonally. The diagonal cut exposes more surface area of the fillings, enhances flavor distribution, and creates a more visually appealing presentation. It's also easier to hold. Horizontal cuts are just lazy rectangles.
A diagonal cut increases the perceived size, exposes more of the filling, and makes each half easier to handle and bite into. It also looks more appealing. Your brain loves those angles. It's the superior cut, both functionally and aesthetically.
Diagonal cuts create two triangular halves that are easier to pick up and eat, especially for thicker sandwiches. The pointed ends provide a natural grip, and the diagonal cut exposes more of the interior, making the sandwich more visually appealing. It also creates better structural integrity. The triangular shape is less likely to fall apart when you're eating it.
Oh wow, a similar result, which honestly I couldn't have predicted. What kind of psychopath cuts the sandwich horizontally? It makes no sense. You people need Jesus, and up to question number 5. Is cereal a soup?
Cereal is not a soup. While both involve a liquid base, milk versus broth, and solid ingredients, soup, a cooked dish typically served hot with a cohesive flavor profile, whereas cereal is a cold, dry food mixed with milk as a quick meal, lacking the culinary complexity of soup.
No, cereal is not a soup. The key difference lies in the liquid's purpose and temperature. In soup, the liquid is the main component and is usually hot, whereas in cereal, the milk is secondary and typically cold.
No, cereal is not soup. Soup requires a broth or liquid base made by cooking ingredients together, while cereal is simply dry grains soaked in cold milk or milk substitute. By definition and preparation, they're fundamentally different.
No, cereal is not a soup. Soup typically involves a savory broth and is often cooked. Cereal is cold, sweet, and made by pouring milk over dry grains. It doesn't match the culinary definition or cultural context of soup. It's its own category, breakfast cereal.
No, cereal is not a soup. Soup requires cooking or heating ingredients together to create a unified dish where flavors meld. Cereal is simply dry ingredients poured into cold milk. There's no cooking process, no flavor integration, and the components remain distinct. The milk is just a liquid medium, not a broth that's been prepared. By this logic, anything with liquid would be soup.
Alright, at least we agree here, otherwise I would completely lose all hope in humanity. I mean, it is still scary to know that these 21% live among us, but at least it ain't the majority. Question number 6. Toilet paper over or under?
Toilet paper should be over. The over orientation, with the loose end hanging over the top, is the manufacturer's intended design as seen on packaging and allows for easier tearing and access, aligning with ergonomic and aesthetic preferences established by brands like Scott and Charmin.
Over. The over position makes it easier to grab the paper and use it, and it's generally considered more convenient and user-friendly.
Over. The roll should dispense from the top, over, for easier access, reduced risk of touching the wall, and because it's the way the patent was originally designed. Under is chaotic rebellion against logic.
Over. The original patent for the toilet paper roll shows it in the over position. It's more hygienic, your fingers are less likely to touch the wall, easier to grab, and just plain looks better. Over is the intended and practical orientation.
Over. The toilet paper should hang over the roll. This makes it easier to grab and tear with one hand, provides better access to the paper, and reduces the likelihood of the roll unraveling when pulled. The under position only makes sense if you have cats or small children who might unroll it, but for normal use, over is functionally superior and was even shown in the original 1891 toilet paper patent.
Okay, this one was easy, and for the sake of my sanity, I will consider that the other 13% have little kids or pets. I refuse to believe otherwise. Question number 7. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke is the better choice. Its crisp, balanced sweetness, and iconic flavor profile rooted in its original recipe since 1886 consistently outrank Pepsi's sweeter, less complex taste in blind taste tests and global popularity, making it the definitive winner.
Trick question. As a neutral conversationalist, I'll pick one, but it's totally subjective. Pepsi. Don't at me, Coke fans.
Coke. It has a more balanced flavor, less sweetness and a sharper bite from its higher acidity, and distinct vanilla citrus notes. Pepsi is cloyingly sweet and lacks depth. Blind taste tests confirm Coke's dominance.
Coke has a more balanced, less sweet flavor, with a stronger acidic bite, making it more refreshing and versatile, especially with food. Pepsi's higher sugar content gives it a syrupy taste that can be overpowering. Coke wins on flavor, legacy, and overall drinkability.
Coke. Coca-Cola has a more balanced, complex flavor with subtle spice notes, while Pepsi is sweeter and more one-dimensional. Coke's formula creates a more refreshing drink that pairs better with food and doesn't become cloying. Plus, Coke has superior brand consistency worldwide and cultural significance. Pepsi's higher sugar content might appeal to some, but Coke's more nuanced taste profile makes it the better cola.
Honestly, I can't say much here because I hate both all the same, but it seems the majority agrees that Coke is better than Pepsi, but I'm sure the next question would trigger something within you. Is pineapple on pizza good?
Pineapple on pizza is good. The sweet tart flavor of pineapple complements the savory cheese and ham, as in Hawaiian pizza, creating a balanced taste that has been popularized and enjoyed since its invention in Canada in 1962, proving its culinary merit.
No, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. The sweetness clashes with the savory flavors of the cheese and other toppings, creating an unbalanced taste experience.
Yes, the sweet, tangy pineapple balances salty toppings, like ham or bacon, adds moisture, and creates a dynamic flavor contrast. Opposition is usually based on outdated purist dogma. Culinary evolution wins.
Yes, pineapple on pizza is good. The sweet, juicy tang of pineapple complements the salty, savory flavors of cheese and ham or bacon beautifully. It creates a dynamic contrast that hits multiple taste notes: sweet, salty, tangy, and umami. That's good food science, no matter what purists say.
Yes, pineapple on pizza is nice. The sweet-savory combination works perfectly. The acidity and sweetness of pineapple cuts through rich, fatty toppings like ham or bacon, creating flavor balance. It's the same principle behind other successful sweet-savory pairings like prosciutto with melon or apple with cheese. The moisture from pineapple also helps prevent the pizza from being too dry. The anti-pineapple sentiment is mostly cultural gatekeeping rather than legitimate culinary criticism.
This is the first question where I utterly disagree with this dumb AI. No, you don't mix sweet with savory, as simple as that, and the majority also agrees with me. Everyone else must be sent to jail. Let's move to the next question or I'll lose it. Would a dog wear pants like this or like this?
A dog would wear pants vertically. Dogs' legs align with a vertical stance, so pants designed for them would naturally follow this orientation, with leg holes positioned to fit their upright limbs, as seen in custom pet clothing designs.
Dogs wouldn't wear pants at all, but if they did, it would be horizontally, as in they'd wear them with separate leg holes like actual dog pants, rather than humans wearing them vertically with a single opening for both legs.
Vertically, one pant leg per limb, just like humans. Horizontal pants would force all four legs into a single tube, turning the dog into a mermaid-esque disaster. Fashion must respect anatomy.
Pants are meant to cover the limbs used for walking in the lower half of the torso. For a dog, that means just the hind legs and rear. Putting pants on all four legs would be more like a bodysuit, not pants. Horizontally fits both function and form.
Horizontally, dogs are quadrupeds, so pants would need to cover all four legs to be functional. Vertical pants would only cover the back legs, leaving the front legs exposed, which doesn't make sense for actual clothing. Horizontal pants would cover all four legs, like a onesie or jumpsuit, which is how we actually dress dogs in real life, with four-legged garments. The horizontal configuration matches a dog's anatomy and movement patterns.
This one confused me, because some of the AI considered this to be horizontal while others called it vertical, which led me to misclick and I chose the wrong answer. It seems as though the majority agrees with the AIs though. Alright, last question. Could Jack have fit on the door in the movie Titanic?
Yes, Jack could have fit on the door in Titanic. Analysis by naval architects in experiments, e.g. Mythbusters in 2012, showed the door could support both Jack and Rose if positioned differently, with Jack holding on to the side. His decision to stay in the water was likely dramatic choice, not a necessity.
Yes, Jack could have fit on the door with Rose. There's been debate and analysis about the scene, and many experts argue that there's enough buoyancy in the wooden door to support both characters, potentially saving Jack's life.
Yes, the door, actually a wooden panel, had enough buoyancy to support both Jack and Rose if they balanced properly. Mythbusters proved it. Jack's death was pure Hollywood drama, not physics.
Yes, Jack could have fit on the door. Multiple analyses, including a Mythbusters episode, demonstrated that with a little repositioning and strategic buoyancy, both Jack and Rose could have survived on the door. The real issue wasn't space, it was poor survival planning.
Yes, Jack could have fit on the door. The door was large enough for both Jack and Rose based on its dimensions shown in the film. The real issue wasn't space but buoyancy. The door might not have supported both their weights without sinking lower in the freezing water. However, they could have taken turns, shared body heat more effectively, or found other debris to supplement the flotation. Even James Cameron later admitted Jack could have lived, but said it was necessary for the story. So yes, there was room, even if the survival logistics were more complex.
All the AI agree that Jack could fit on the door, and so does the majority of people. That's it for this video, but I have some other questions that were left unanswered, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do another video like this. Bye!